So it took me about 10 years to figure out the best leader formula for year-end nymphing, and I'm going to share it with you in this video. Alright, let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Carson here. I've been fly fishing for the past 10 plus years, and today I'm going to be sharing with you one of the top effective leader formulas for year-end nymphing that I have learned along the way. I'm going to share with you in this video. Alright, besides that, let's get right into how to make this year-end nymphing leader. So if you're just getting into year-end nymphing, there are different type of leader formulas. And there is a regular tapered year-end nymphing formula, which I do not use anymore, which I have reasons for, and you can look at that in my past video on my other year-end nymphing video, but I only use micro leaders now. The reason is that using a tapered leader, it causes slack in your line and you lose contact with your nymphs. But today I'm going to share with you one of the best micro leader formulas, which I use now on, and is just a straight, no tapered leader, just full on the same size line throughout the whole leader. So the first thing that we're going to need is a solid marker, and basically it's just a paint marker. I like to use this fluorescent orange color, and that's what's going to help us indicate and see our line a little bit better. So the next thing that we need is actually our setup, and this is my year-end nymphing reel with my year-end nymphing fly line. So I have some old leader on here that I don't want anymore, so we're just going to take that right off during the process. So besides that, the next thing that we're going to need is some sort of cider material, and this neon fluorovert is one of, and sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly, but I'll leave this link down below. You can go check it out. I got it on tacticalflyfisher.com, and this stuff is just fantastic. So that's it. You need your marker, you need some cider material, you need your reel, of course, with your fly line, but also too, you need some nippers or some scissors, and you're going to need some sort of measuring device to measure out the perfect length of leader that you need. So let's get right into it. So we're going to have to spill out all this old line that we have in here, and I've been using this in competitions lately, and it's all busted up, and I don't want this thing breaking out me during a fly fishing competition. So only thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the butt section of this fly line here, and we're just going to cut off the connection. There we go. So with this fly line, I have a simple loop connection here, and I just tie a clinch knot to that for my leader. So we're just going to get all this stuff, set it aside. I'm going to throw this away. And then the next thing that we need to do is to get our cider material and measure out exactly the length that we need. So rule of thumb is I like to use twice the length of my rod. So my rod is about 10 foot, so I'm going to be using about 20 feet of line. So besides that, that's just a rule of thumb. Always use twice the length of leader to your fly rod. So the next thing that we need to do is to get our cider material and measure out twice the length of our rod that we're going to be using this rig on. So for me, that's going to be 20 feet. So we got about 20 feet of cider material. We're going to snip that off from our spool, and we're going to get our fly line now. And the only thing I'm going to do here to connect this looped fly line with my cider material is a simple clinch knot. So there we go. Clinch knot is made. Snip off the tag. And there we go. Now our cider material is connected to the fly line. And the only thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to spool this up. And we got a couple more steps to go, and this leader formula is complete. Alright, now we came to the end of our leader formula. Now the only thing that we're going to do is going to snip off this end where the tape was on the spool. And what we're going to do is that I don't use tippet rings. I think they cause a little bit of slack in the line, you lose a little bit of connection to your fly or sensitivity. So I like to use a stopper knot, which is the only thing you do is to make overhand knot, and you just do that a couple of times. So I do it like about, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. So it's just like that, alright? And then you just slip down on it. And then you're going to make a tiny little stopper knot. There we go. I'm going to snip the tag into that. I'm going to leave a little bit. And only thing here is that you have a tiny little knot, and that's where I attach my tippet. Only thing I do is I make a clinch knot loop and I cinch it down on the side of the material and I pull on it, and they get stopped by that stopper knot. So, and then I'll have a connection there. And then from there, now this is just me. I like to have a little bit more visibility than just this cider material. So I take like about a foot of my cider. I'm going to take this magic marker, and the solid marker paint, I've been using it for quite a while now, and I've been really enjoying it. And it really helps with visibility. And I'm going to take some of this, and I'm just going to put it through the cider. And I'm going to do that a couple of times. Just make sure that thing is well dressed. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and there we go. You might see a little bit on camera, that orange popping out now. And this is just great for when I'm out there on the water. So I have like an orange tip at the end of it, and then I have green right there. And you don't have to tie a blood knot to another different color of satin material. It's just, you just paint it. That's it. So there you go, everybody. There is my simple, I mean absolutely simple way to use or tie up an awesome leader formula when you go out your nymphing. And using, this is a micro leader, and this is really sensitive. And man, I've been using this system for quite a while now. So I hope this leader formula will help you out, and the next time you go in the water, I've been using this leader formula for quite a while now, and I'm impressed with it. I haven't changed the system for years. And feel free, if you have any questions, please leave it down in the comments below. I'd be glad to hear from you. And of course, till then, I'll see everybody next time. And as always, stay fishy. Oh, by the way, before you go, I have a PDF down below exactly what this leader system is all about. And I'll have a diagram of what it looks like. So if you want this, just email me. My email will be down below in the description. And as always, again, stay fishy.